Guys, welcome to another beat tutorial for the Making Beats for Fun series using Reason. This is another track I did. This sort of a West Coast type influence using the redrum, piano sound, and a sample. This is what the beat sounds like. Let's take a listen and then we'll break it down.
Creep up from behind, things that make you smile. Creep up from behind, what numbers to dial? Creep up from behind, things that make you smile. Creep up from behind, creep up from behind, things that make you smile. Creep up from behind, what numbers to dial? You creep up from behind, things that make you smile. Creep up from behind.
Yeah, so it's pretty straightforward. What I'll do is I'll show you how I went about doing the drum pattern. So how I usually begin my tracks is start off with a new Reason track, and you can begin by choosing as well your mastering suite on top. So just mess around with it. You can leave it on the default one, but on my track I've chosen it as the hip hop mastering. If you just click through it and scroll through it, you can have sort of a better sounding drums. So you start off with a new Reason track, choose your mastering suite, right click, create a redrum, and on my track, this instance I did it at 91 BPM, so type in there 91. So there's two ways by doing your drums. One is using the built-in drums from Reason if you browse through a patch, or the other way is to actually browse through your own samples. So what I've done on my one, I've selected three instruments. There's a kick, snare, and the hi-hat. So how I usually start my tracks, I'll start off with my hi-hats. So I'm using a kit called Urban Heat that I bought from Loopmasters. So pretty much this is your redrum, your channel for the drum kick, snare, or hi-hat, or you can pretty much choose whichever way you want it. So I'll begin by with the hi-hats. I've got it on 16 steps, and the dynamic range is medium, just because the samples are sounding pretty good already. So if I solo it, press run, on the first, third, fifth, 7th, 9th, 11th, 13th and 15th step, and your channel over here, you can control your level of the sample, the length of it, the pitch, and yeah, that's the hi-hats. Select the next channel, which is the snare. So again, on the 5th and the 13th step, and the last is the drum kick on the 1st and the 9th step. Dynamic range is medium. So as you can see, it's pretty straightforward drum beat. I haven't really done anything to it, just selected the original samples. Then yeah, the other thing that I did with the drums, I kind of added a little reverb to it. So for instance, if you had to have your own drum pattern, so I'm just going to choose just a hip hop kit from Reason, and just have a look. Kick, snare. So if we put the snares on the 5th and the 13th step, and your drum on 1 and 9, and we're looking for just a hi-hat. Let's just select this hi-hat over here, so put on every other step, and you can still select the length of it and make it as tight as you can. You can pan it left or right, and the volume as well, you can bring it down. And just to give it a bit of a reverb, on my pattern I did was right click, I created a reverb, advanced reverb, and I've just selected one of the built-in, I think it's called DRM percussion short haul. So you can do the same. You can right click, select your reverb, and search for the DRM. Where is it? Percussion short haul. And I think I brought the little dry wet all the way kind of down. So if we listen to it, it gives it a bit of a reverb. If I take it away, sounds a bit more dry. Yeah, so that's pretty much for the drum pattern. So it's 3 instruments: kick, snare, hi-hat. You press run, just straightforward boom bap. Then I've gone forward and added there's a piano sound in there as well, using the NNXT. I'm using a grand piano. I've layered it up with another piano sound in the background. There's pretty much a bass loop that I've got from one of the kits as well.
Creep up from behind, things that make you smile. Creep up from behind, creep up. From behind,
and the sample is a Biggie sample that I've put into recycle and brought it back again into Dr. X, and you can actually play it on the keyboard and make your own pattern. So just to show you, go to window, show on-screen piano key, and
they be then put your name in, then who they creep up from behind, creep up from behind. Things that make you smile, creep up from behind, things that make you smile.
So you can get creative with all kinds of things in Reason. I'm just trying to get sort of the best sounding music from Reason, using just the built-in instruments, the redrum, NNXT, Subtractor, and yeah, so that's pretty much all that is for this beat. 91 BPM, 8-bar loop, West Coast type of feel vibe to it with a Biggie sample.
Creep up from behind, things that make you smile. Creep up from behind, what numbers to dial? Creep up from behind, things that make you smile. Creep up from behind, creep up from behind, things that make you smile. Creep up from behind, what numbers to dial? You can creep up from behind, things that make you smile. Creep up from behind, creep up from behind, things that make you smile. Creep up from behind, what numbers to dial? Creep up from behind.
And that's about it, guys. If you got any questions, give me a shout, and I'll try to explain whatever I can. I'm just having fun with Reason. Maybe we can learn something from other tutorials. Otherwise, I'll make more in the near future. Thank you.